I'm Clive.
And I'm Abigail.
And we are here to talk with you about soul partnership, which is the phrase that we use to describe the context that underlies our marriage. It's come from 10 years of marriage and applying what we know as professional coaches to our own relationship.
So what we know about relationship is that to stay in relationship takes a lot of work. And often...
And when we say stay, we don't just mean like stay in the same house.
No.
We mean stay totally engaged, open to one another, and respectful of the differences between the two of you.
Right. And so what can make that hard, as you probably have experienced, is just this ongoing need to be right.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. There's this sometimes that ongoing need to be right brings up conflict, where
And sometimes you just get to be right.
sometimes I guess you just get to be right and there's no conflict.
There's no conflict, but sometimes I get to be right and there's no conflict.
But sometimes we see things differently because, we are very different people. We've got from different backgrounds, different countries, different genders, tons of differences. And so we see things differently. And when that happens and things escalate, it's very loud. Doors slam. It's like we can have fights. And in those situations, there's a basic choice to be made. And that is between seeing the conflict as evidence that we shouldn't be together, that this person that I'm with is not the right person for me. If they were the right person, they'd appreciate me more the way I am, and down that route, which I'm assuming you are familiar with.
The other way that you can take the idea of the experience of conflict is to enter into what we call the context of soul partnership, which is really about using the relationship as a classroom for the spirit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's basically saying if there's conflict here and I'm experiencing I'm hooked. If I'm hooked, then it's me that has to learn. Quite possibly Ab has something to learn as well, but soul partnership tells me that I have something to learn when I'm hooked.
Right. We don't sit in a classroom next to somebody and go, God, you really should be learning this. Are you taking notes? Did you learn that? Did you get that? When we're sitting in a classroom, we're learning for ourselves. And so to really take that on in relationship has been really powerful and fundamentally the reason that our relationship is so successful, I think.
Yeah. So it's basically seeing our relationship as our teacher, our spiritual teacher, and being in the relationship for our soul's evolution. So that's
what we're wanting to share.
Yeah.
And we're really hoping that some of these words resonate with you and that you'll stay tuned for more.